Good evening. Good evening, colleagues. Good evening, future billionaires. Not sure, can you guys hear my sound? Are we good with
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, all right.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. It's the 9th of April. It's a Wednesday. 8 o'clock is the time. Welcome to tonight's session. I hope you guys are good, and also hope you are winning and well. All right. Welcome. We have tonight. We've got Butle. Welcome, Sandile. Well, welcome back, Sandile. It's been a while, huh? Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right, welcome Simbiso on the session, and welcome Butle on the session. Okay. All right. It's a Wednesday. A lot is happening on April. I don't want to lie. It's hectic. A lot of things are happening right now in the financial market. It's crazy. It's crazy. A lot of things are happening. Okay. So for tonight, because it's a midweek session, we're gonna do a bit of a summary of what we talk about. I think it was the last session we had a conversation around candlesticks. Am I right? I think, yeah, we had a conversation about candlesticks, and we talk about some of the important candles, that are critical if you're doing your analysis as a trader. So some of the candlesticks you should be on the lookout for, because a lot of times, yes, okay, perfect, okay. So a lot of times, sometimes traders will do analysis and not understand. Sunday so bullshit. Sunday is online. Okay, we good. Okay, all right. Sound is good. Okay, perfect. All right, all good. Good. Thank you, man. That's good. Perfect. All right. So what is happening on the market? What is moving the market? It's obviously USA putting tariff on China. That's what is moving the market. Let's check out what's happening on the dollar, okay? For those that are not familiar with this, there's this indice or index called the DXY. Basically, DXY tracks US dollar, okay? So when you see DXY, sometimes you don't necessarily have to go and analyze it, but it does help to go and check it out what's happening on DXY, because most of the time, when you see, I think we did some analysis on DXY. I remember we said we're looking at the low and the highs. Okay, let's quickly zoom in. This is 1 hour, by the way. So if you look at the 1 hour, you can see there and the low. Can you see the bullish engulfing there at the low? So the bullish engulfing, next to it, you can see that there is a hammer there. Okay, so the market, what happens? It moved up from that bullish engulfing and it dropped towards this hammer here. All right. As you can see here, after that hammer, which is right over there, there was a bullish movement on the dollar. Okay. Key things that I need to note. Number one, the fact that this is the low. Okay. So this is the low. This is the low, and you see a bullish engulfing. If you're not familiar, the bullish engulfing is this one here. Okay, for those that are still learning candlesticks, so this is a bullish engulfing. You see the black small candle and the big white candle, that is bullish where the market moves up. And then there was a pullback here. So this pullback, and right there at the bottom, you can see there was a hammer. After the hammer, bullish movement, bullish movement, bullish movement, a bullish movement. Okay. So once again, the market moved up towards the level and made the drop. So the key thing is that W there at the bottom, and also the bullish engulfing, where obviously we said the bullish engulfing is where you see your demand, and also after a hammer is where more likely the price is gonna be pushing up. Okay, so the hammer, where is the hammer? It's at the low. It's at the formation of the W. So this is a W. If you change this into a line chart, you clearly see it. Okay, let me just remove these trend lines. Obviously, it's not a perfect W. It's not a perfect W, but you see a very nice W. Okay, even here, see, first leg of W, the price moved up and it came back to this level and it moved up. Okay, that's another W. Okay, another one, the price dropped towards this level and the price moved up. What happens? The price came back again and it moved up once again. You can see this whole move, the market was bullish. Okay, was bullish. Okay, so if we change this into candlesticks, and the way it was bullish, this was bullish in the form of compression. Okay, compression is where the market is moving like a spring. You know a spring, so it's moving like this. It's not moving in a straight line. If you are familiar with maths, I'll say it is moving in a 45-degree angle. Okay, so this is a straight drop. But now this is a straight drop, but this one on the other side is moving in some sort of a spring. So this movement here, okay? And when it got to that level, what happened? It made a drop, okay? The drop was right at that level. So now I want to change this into candlesticks and want you to note the type of candlesticks that are formed right at the point before the market actually made the drop. So this is the level where the market made a drop, touching that level, coming back, and then forming that drop. So W moved up. Bullish engulfing, double marrow. A double marrow, or what people may call it a double or a railroad track, is where you've got two candles. Let's just zoom in on that. You can see two candles that are almost equal in size, even same shape, you know. So this is a railroad, you know, like a railroad track where you see trains moving. The road that is used by train is called a railroad track. So some candles have that similar in terms of structure, or they resemble a structure of a railroad track. So that's why we call it a railroad track, or we can even call it a double marrow. Let me just show you some typical example of what we could be looking for, okay? So something like this. So this is a rally-based drop. We saw a price dropping and the rally-based drop. So this was a rally, this big bullish movement going up, and then there was a drop. Okay, the price move, obviously you can see the red candle there is your doji, and that doji is right at the rally base drop, and that right here is a doji, and then the price actually dropped. So these are some of the examples, you know, that you might need to note. Okay, even here I've got some examples even on this ebook that are, okay, let me just confirm that you're seeing this. Yeah, okay, we are at the ebook. All right. Okay, remember also, there's also some events that are happening tomorrow. Your CPI is coming out, and it's your inflation numbers. Tonight, we've got Fed minutes. They're important. They've got a significant, they've got a significance. They do affect the market, the Fed minutes, because it's about an update in the economy and also in the monetary policy in terms of, remember, we have, I think we've talked about Fed potentially making a cut in the rates. So those minutes are just updating in the status of the economy of the USA. People say USA, if USA catches cold, the whole world will have a flu. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. So as you can see, that the indices in USA are down. So that has caused a lot of indices around the board, around the countries, different exchanges to also be dropping. Okay, so some of the examples that I have here, let's just zoom in on that so you can clearly see the charts. Okay, because see, these are some of the examples. So this was a rally. I marked that rally drop. So this year, the mark that is yellow as a base. So the market dropped. You can see there's a doji there. If you zoom in, you can see there is a doji there before the market make the drop. Okay. So there is a doji there. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's just quickly go back to the charts because I love doing a session on live charts because it helps even the person who is like holding a trade, maybe in a particular pair, to be able to, to know what to do next or what is expected on that particular pair. Okay, you can see here the dollar. It's not really okay. Let me just quickly remove everything. So okay, it's not really like a bullish momentum, okay, so to say, because what is happening? China has imposed 84% tariffs on USA companies, and it has also China has also instructed some of the banks in China not to buy the dollar. There's also some companies from USA that are listed as sources of companies that the China cannot rely on. So so that means those companies are banned to make any import or export to China. Okay, so that I think it's a drone companies. I don't have a list, but I'll share the list. So these are companies that are banned from trading, whether it's bringing stuff to China or even taking stuff out of China. And also these companies, not just the companies, even the people that are associated with these companies, they are also banned, even traveling to China because of these tariffs. So it's a trade war that is very, very, very much serious. Okay. And let's look at this. Let's quickly zoom in on this. You can see here, there's also some reaction on the dollar. So I'm looking at the biggest upset in terms of the dollar. You can see here, this is another candle where you see a market reacting on that candle. Okay. I'm just showing you the DXY. So we're quickly gonna check out what is happening on maybe let's just say USD pair. Okay, maybe let's start off with USDCHF. Okay, let me first make sure you did see because I want you to note something. So note what is happening on DXY. Okay, for those that don't know, let's check what's happening on the dollar. Okay, so DXY, you can see the dollar, what is happening here, DXY has been pushing up. Okay, look at the lows. These are the lows. So these are the candles that are within the lows. You can note there the doji in the lows, and you can note there a double mirror. Two candles, equal size, different colors. Okay, so that is a nice candle for maybe for a buy or a sell, just depends. Okay, and this one here is a bullish engulfing right here, right in that zone. Okay, perfect zone. And you can see here at that level there's also a nice hammer. Okay, after the hammer there was this bullish movement. Okay, so what I want to note before we dive deeply into what is happening on USD, we said China is instructing banks in China not to buy the dollar. It's also banning some companies to trade, import or export to China. China is also saying 84% on tariffs on the USA. And obviously, Trump is gonna try, and fight against all of this. So note, look what is happening on the DXY. Okay. So now we're gonna check what is going on. Remember, there's some Fed minutes that are being released right now as we speak. Okay. And you can see the dollar is moving up along with the DXY. Okay. So let's just quickly check what is happening. So if we're looking at this in terms of the bigger time frame, this is the daily. Okay. What happens? Okay. There was a drop here. First drop. Okay. Then there was a second drop and the bigger drop. And now we're here. Okay. On the dollar. Okay. Now let's go and quickly check what is going on here. Okay. This is 1 hour, 30 minutes. What are we looking for? Okay. Firstly, I think we noted this as a level where the market potentially could react. Okay. So this is where the market reacted at that level. Okay. Let's go to H4 because it's not clear. Okay, once again, you can see there, double mirror, these two candles. So, okay. So now, what are we expecting? I think one of my expectation on the dollar was that it will move quickly, maybe towards this area. But I don't think the dollar has that potential to push to that level. I think this level it's a bit extreme. Okay, I think it can only go as far as this level here, especially with CPI coming up, and especially with Trump talking about potential cuts. A cut will surely bring a dollar to its knees. That's what I'm expecting. Obviously, that will push the gold to a new level of high. All. Yes. All right. So I'm still expecting that this year, that dollar, I think from this level, will surely make a drop. I think I'm expecting more dollar towards the downside. So this movement here, I think this movement is simple taking profits from the sell position. It's not a real momentum of what I'm expecting on the dollar. Okay. Okay. But potentially because of that pin, the critical level could be this level here. This could be the critical level. This one here. Just quickly. So not, yes. Okay, it's not clear on the daily. Yeah, I think as a bit. Yeah, I think this is a level that I wanted to mark. This is a level. I think it's a bit clear on the daily. Okay, so this is a level that I'm looking at. Okay, so this is a level that I'm looking at, that the dollar can push towards that level and then makes a further drop. Okay, so a drop below these levels here. So I'm expecting the dollar to come to those levels and then make it drop. Okay, yeah, so this is the level, and this is the candlesticks that is critical. This one here, zoom in so you can see it. Okay, that's the candlestick. All right, so the dollar to push to that level, this level here. I'm gonna remove all the lines to make it clear. Okay, because sometimes you can have too many lines and it's not clear what I'm marking. So I'm expecting it to push toward that level and then a drop there. Okay, That is on USDCHF. Okay. Perhaps we can look at GBPUSD. Okay. I think we did analyze GBPUSD. Okay. I think I did share that I saw a reaction on it, and I think I drew a line on this level here, and just above that level, I think we said there's gonna be a reaction, and there was a bit of a reaction. And you can see that reaction is not really strong. The drop was strong, but this movement here is not really strong. So when the momentum is slowing down, it simple means is the reaction is not really strong. Chances are, I think I saw Stembi's analysis, which was beautiful, man. I think it was beautiful. Okay. So his expectation was that I think I'm still expect if let's go to the daily chart so you can see. Okay. Because sometimes you can analyze things on the smaller time frame. The daily will give you another picture. Okay, so this is a critical level. Critical level is basically a support level or a demand level that is respected on the higher time frame. Okay, so let me just show you what I mean. Okay, before this bullish movement here, before this movement, this was a movement going down. Okay, the market was dropping. Okay, this black candle started off here, the market dropped until it got to this white candle. Okay, so the last candle that was bearish is this black candle here. Okay, this candle here, which is a doji candle. So that makes up a very nice level of demand. Okay, and even the candles that you see now are not, they can be bullish, but still they are not showing a strong momentum towards the upside. So chances are it can make another drop towards this area here. I think you saw even that on the dollar. I'm still expecting a movement to the upside. So chances are this market is gonna push towards this level. Okay, just remove those lines. And this level also is also significant. This level here. Yes. Okay, so this level is also a significant level. Okay. So it can push towards that level. Okay. So dollar to push further up, and then the pound for any buying opportunities to be, okay, just delete that. Yeah. Okay, delete also that. Okay, so any buying opportunities to be around this area here. Okay, why? Because after this area, we started seeing what? A momentum that was bullish. Let me put this line. Let me put this line here. Right. Okay. So we saw this bullish momentum. Okay. Three candles bullish moving up. Suddenly there was this short movement and another three bullish momentum going up, and then a drop. Okay, so this first drop, obviously I'm expecting that drop to come to this level here. It can also even go as low as this one here, this movement here. It can also go low as that level, you know. It can also go even to that level, you know, because that is basically where you saw that movement. So bullish movement, the price started retracing. Then obviously the reason I'm saying reaction at these levels, because when the market touches a certain level where there was a reaction, it will surely react. So you can make those, let me quickly count. This is over 140 pips. So if you're trading with 0.1 lot, that is 140 USD. So that is good money. If you're trading with one lot, obviously it's at 1,400 USD. It's still good money. Okay. A reaction from there will take you to that level. Okay. I think you can see that. Let me just quickly show you what I mean. So this is a level, and the reaction is from there to there. Okay, so the reaction was on this level here. Okay, was on this level here. Was on this level, and from there to there. And if you can count how many pips is that from there to there, it's 150 pips. So 1,500 USD if you're trading with one lot. If it's 0.5 lot, it's close to 750 USD, which is just over, I think, 12,000 Rand. And if you're trading with 0.1, it's just roughly 150 USD. So that is close to just over 2,000 Rand. Yeah, yeah, I think way more than that. I think it's close to 3,000 Rand basically. So that is good money. Okay, that's what I'm saying. If you can master the reaction that can happen on these zones, you can make quickly profit on daily trades. Okay, let's quickly just check in terms of let me just delete that first so it doesn't cloud our analysis. Okay, so by the way, which pair are you currently trading or you holding, so we can maybe even discuss that pair? Okay, if you are trading this week, which pair have you been looking at? Okay, so this was, and I think this was the last time we had a session. We were talking about certain candlesticks at different level, and this was the critical level. So, and you can see there is a doji there, right at the top of that level, which is your previous. So you can see there, 1, 2, this was like a ceiling, then a price drop. A ceiling, we said, is like resistance. A ceiling where the price is resisting to break above that level. What happens? The price broke above and closes there. Above this level, 1, 2, above the level, close it above. You can see that some doji and some also more doji, and the price started pushing up. Push it up towards that level. So this whole movement from there, it closes up. This whole movement here and further push. Right at the top, what do you see? Another doji. I think we did discuss that the doji is indecision. So what is important is, where is the doji? Is it at the low? Is it at the high? So if it's at the high, we mark it like that as our supply level. If it's at the low, we can mark it as our demand. And you can see here, the price broke, the price moved from there and then broke above that level. What happened? It came back towards that level, then started moving towards the upside. What do? We mark this level. So from broken above this level, we mark that level as our demand, and the price, first time it came back, it did react. Okay, and obviously these levels here, once again, these levels are your what? Are your floor. One is your floor, another floor, another floor. The price drop, close below, and then started dropping. Obviously, gonna come back and retest that level. Okay, this level 1, 2, 3. Retest and then drop. So expectation is, while the dollar is stronger, you will expect the price of the USD, GBPUSD, to drop towards these levels. Okay, so when it does drop, so obviously gonna push there, and then it can go further up. Okay, So that is expectation, my expectation on the pound. Okay, while the dollar is pushing up, this is going to be dropping. Okay, let's look at, okay, we've got 8 minutes. Okay, is there any question? Maybe is there any pair you want us to take a look at? Okay, so since China has instructed banks not to buy the dollar, obviously the dollar is gonna collapse. It's gonna drop heavily, and obviously investors are gonna move their money into what? Into Bitcoin, their money into gold, and chances are obviously dollar will definitely recover at some time. It's just that the drop is for temporarily these reasons of the tariff wars. Okay, let's look at 1 hour on gold. And once again, if you're looking at this, you can see there. Okay, for those that are not familiar with this, so this is what we call a bearish engulfing. Okay, okay, bearish engulfing. So that's the candle that is there on the side here. Okay, if you look left, another bearish engulfing has formed once again. Okay, and you can see, I think we have discussed this on our session, our previous session, what is happening here. Okay, so that's a nice pattern that we found. So those are the lows. You can see the price reacted just on the nice levels there. I think we did discuss this here. Okay, I'm gonna take a question now. Okay, all right. So, all right, so let me take a question. Let me take a question. I think this was analysis that we had, I think Sunday, no? Yeah, I think Sunday. NZD all right, perfect. Okay, so let's go and zoom in on this. All right, so one will expect gold to, after the huge drop, to come back here, and you can add more position before buying gold once again at this level. Okay, it needs to drop below those levels. Okay, yeah, all right, let's check out NZTJPY before we can go on to indices. Okay, indices. This is DAX. Let's see. Nice recovery. So you can see there. Okay. So after all this thing that happened, suddenly there's a reaction that stopped them. Okay. This thing's still gonna drop. Okay, let's check out NZDJPY. All right. Okay. So my expectation on this one here, this movement is simple clearing out orders. Yeah. Okay, if you look at this level, okay, let's go on the daily. Let's go on the weekly. It's not clear on daily. Oh, okay. That's very nice. And that's a very nice level. I think if you draw a line on the left, you can see this was a very much significant level of support. Okay, this here, because I'm looking at this area. I'm looking at this area. Okay, this area, the market dropped, came back once again, then fake out, then from there broke above, close above this area, then the price started moving towards the upside. Okay, so from here the price started moving towards the upside. Suddenly there was a drop here, so I'm expecting that this level here is where you are more likely to see another drop. Okay, let's remove everything and then focus on those areas because this is weekly. Okay, remember we said weekly, every candle represents a week. But now, because we don't want to be those traders who are focusing on higher time frame without looking into a smaller time frame. Okay, so this is the area where is also a significant level. So this is a significant level, but the price is slowly moving into that area. Go to the H4. Okay, let's go to the H1. All right, let's go to M30. We're looking for our entry basically. So our first entry can be this level here. H1 is a nice one. So I'm still expecting a stronger yen. Okay, stronger yen. Okay, so obviously what was going to happen, the price is going to close just above these areas. Okay, because some traders, when they place a sell, they put their stop losses just above there. Stop losses just above there. Okay, so this movement needs to clear the board. This movement needs to clear the board. Obviously, this movement is triggered by the Fed minutes, you know, because that's what just happened just now after 8. Okay, so this is the area of significant as we have previously analyzed. And you can see there, I think there's a doji there. A doji is a very nice base. Okay, so that right there is a doji. You can see this is a level, this is a level. So the price, chances are the price is gonna react to that level and make a further drop. Looking at the weekly structure, okay, just by looking at the structure of what is happening on the weekly time frame. Okay, I hope that is making sense. I hope that is making sense. Okay, so, but if you get lost somewhere, you can quickly watch the video once it's uploaded online. Okay, so this level, we said this level was a significant level here. Okay, significant level, and another significant level is this one here, this area here, because of that. So you will expect Gbpusd to come back again and make that drop. I think that's it for tonight. I'll share some analysis on Telegram, and let's arrange some one-on-one session. And if you've got any more questions, don't hesitate to ask me on my own WhatsApp. I think we've done the dollar, we've done the yen, just so we haven't done indices, but we'll do them. I think we'll do them some other time. I'll share